Hi everyone, it's Imogen and welcome back to Colouring Kid. I hope you're all keeping safe and staying well and healthy during these times, and I hope in some way that my videos are helping and that they can keep you company. So quite a few months ago I did a video going through how I organise my colouring books and stuff in the sense that how I track my colouring pages, and I had quite a few books and stuff that I used. I can't remember exactly when that video was, but it was quite a while ago, and I got a comment from one of my lovely subscribers, Easter Ellen, asking if she could see how I've organised my colouring pages, as I seem to have a well organised system in place. And yeah, I said I would kind of update you on what I do. So it's slightly different now. I have changed my system around just to keep everything in one book, and I do still have my other books, and it's not to say that I won't keep using them, but this is really just a great thing for me to have in one place. So this book used to be a bullet journal that I used last year, but with me being me and not having much time to do extra stuff, I stopped. I only managed to do the first 2 months, so I only did January and February, which says a lot, and I would love to get back into it, but I really don't know if that's the case. And also the paper is quite thin, which was a shame. I was hoping it would be a bit thicker so that I could do more with it, but yeah. So anyway, this is a bullet journal by Paper Chase, so it's the Organise one, and it kind of is like a moleskin book. It is a soft cover. Well, I say that, it is still quite hard, but it's got that soft kind of leathery feel to it. And here I've put a big paper clip so that I can go exactly to the place that I need, but I'll go from the start to kind of show you. So I have been showing this more regularly in my completed pages to show you the hashtags that I do and colour alongs and things like that. But yeah, I'm just going to show you. So if you can see here, I've put the 2020 colouring journal here. That was just a bit of kind of doodling I did. This is coming away here, so I need to put more of the silver tape. If you can hear any noise in the background or the radio, I apologise. Everyone's around, and it's currently Good Friday, so this should be up in the next couple of days. So if this isn't up by Sunday, I hope you have a lovely Easter. So this was just a random thing that I did, and today's going to be a good day and here's why. And at the time I was reading Dear Evan Hansen, and that's kind of the quote that he puts at the start of his journal letters every time. I don't know why I did it, but I did. And if you see here, this is actually a bit of card that I've stuck. Now I get all of this card, and I'll show you. It's really inexpensive and really good value for money. So obviously I can't get any more at the moment, but I don't really need any. But at Paper Chase you can get this whole stack of different card. It's lots of pastel colours, which obviously fits the bill for me quite well. And it's £5 I think, and it's about 100 sheets. And there's loads and loads of different colours, and I'm using this because the paper's really thin and stuff tends to bleed through if I'm not careful. I thought it would be just a really good thing to do instead, and it also, which I quite like, it bulks out my journal. So here is where I've got up to, and you can see how much thicker it is, and I just quite like that. And I can do so much more with it, so it's really good. So this was when I had got my typewriter for Christmas, and I was just playing around with it. I did a lot of random stuff in terms of my colouring. So this is my booklet of completed pages, but not really. So in 2020 I aimed to complete 100 pages. Don't know if I'm going to do that. And then it's like books I would like to complete and pages I've completed in those books so far. And my priority is finishing the flower year, but that's currently not going very well. And also, all of these monthly goals I am not completing. I'm managing to get at least one page done from the flower year, and one page done from my Clara Markova books, and then some pages from all my other books, but it's so difficult. So this was just a piece of A4 paper that I kind of split. So then this was a bit about the flower year. I was so meticulous about this, really, I can't even believe I did it, but I wanted to practice using my typewriter, and also it was just a fun thing to do anyway. So this is kind of a year overview of how many pages I've completed in total, so that's not to do with the flower year. But this is stuff about the flower year, so how many month title pages I've got left, which is 5, 18 more double spreads, 13 more detailed single pages, and 25 more why did I write simplin? It's meant to be simpler pages. It should be more simple. Oh well. So I just did a bit there. And then books I've acquired in 2020. I have got a few, but I really haven't been keeping up with this, which is bad. But yeah. Well, books I have coloured in during 2020. I need to add a couple to that list as well. Here, I have this colouring challenges bit of card that I then stuck on, because I didn't want to waste this bit of paper, so if I wanted to put anything else there I could. This is just stuck on with a bit of washi tape. I think I got these from Colour with Claire's website, so they were kind of just extra challenges to just have here. And this is something that I haven't done yet, which again is annoying, but I figured I'd maybe wait until I do another kind of video, or like until the end of 2020 or whatever. So this is meant to be my colouring book collection. I've used some lovely yellow card here. And this is pages I'm most proud of, with the blue card. I do have some pages that I am really proud of that I do need to write down, but I haven't done that either. So then we come to quite a busy page here. So my friend, who's also a neighbour, she, for my birthday, as one of kind of my mini presents, got me these really, really cute sticky notes, and it's Gone Chopin bark scene. And for any of you who don't know, I really, really like music, so it's kind of a music reference thing, which I think is really sweet. I love it. And they're a great size to be able to write things down. Now this, if I take this away, well, and another one, it's meant to be colour palettes to remember. And what I wanted to do, there we go, colour palettes to remember. What I wanted to do was to have a place where I could put these all down, and I know it's probably going to get filled up a lot, but I didn't want to just write straight onto the card, because I knew that I wouldn't have enough space. So by doing this, I can just sticky note them on, and I think it's quite a... It looks quite messy, but I quite like it. It's one of those things that I'm not bothered by it. So what I'm going to quickly do is just hold up these, because these are ones that I particularly want to remember. So if you, you know, some of you always ask me about particular colour palettes, and these are ones that I specifically want to remember. So they're here if you want them. So this one was Holbein's, and that was the Bat and Fairy Celebrations. I'll put these all back afterwards. This one was also in the Fairy Celebrations bathroom one, and I did this type. I did 2 types of wood. So this one was more of a cinnamon type colour, and this was the main wood. So in my completed pages, or in different videos, you will have seen it. So these are all Holbein's. And then on the back, I also did a blue-green colour, which I was really liking, and then I came up with kind of a gold colour as well. So they're all Holbein. Then we've got this one. Now, this is Susie's Colouring Corner, who I randomly came across on YouTube. It's a French and English channel. Well, this particular video is spoken in French and English, and they're Sakura flowers, again with Holbein pencils, and that's the order. So she only uses certain colours, which I've put in pink, but then some of them are repeated to do the layering and stuff. So that's that. The flower year, I particularly wanted to remember the daffodils that I'd done. So I've got quite a few different colours there, which is annoying. The yellow-orange colour is basically just a darker orange. That's that. I don't think no, don't have anything on the back. Then this is my amended Chris Cheng firework background. So she's done a tutorial in the Clara Markova book, but I amended it to kind of suit me a bit more, and I didn't include every single colour, I don't think, or I kind of did it in a different way. They're all Prismacolor. This one was a stream that I did in the flower year, and this was the Lesser Celandine leaves. I really, really liked how they turned out, and again, they are all Holbein. And you can pause the video if you want. This one's a very messy one, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but I did some flowers in the flower year again that I wanted to remember. So it's in my, specifically my January page. It was like a wreath. So we have the snowdrop, purple crocus, striped crocus, middle of the crocuses down there, a Holbein salmon pink, a cream and a Naples yellow, and then winter aconite, there we go. So they're all there, quite detailed, that one. And here was a random shopping list thing that I had, but I was actually using it to write down the holly and the larch for a page I did again in the flower year. Although I forgot to write down the cypress, but that's fine. I think I would easily remember that. But yeah, I'll put those all back in a minute. So basically they're all my colour palettes to remember so far. And I really need to keep up with that, because otherwise I'll be sad with things that I wish I had remembered. Especially, for example, the bat that follows through quite a lot in some of Clara's books. So here, again, YouTube videos to make. I don't really know why I did YouTube videos to make and video suggestions, because it kind of works out as the same thing, but oh well. Again, I haven't really kept up with that. And this is my flower year tracker of the completion, so you can see how many pages I've done and how many I've still got. Ticking off how many pages I've done a month and overall how many I've done. I think I went a bit too deep into all of this, but yeah, it's fun. I like doing it. This is my whole list of completed colouring pages, so I fear that I am going to need more than this, which will just mean that I will carry on in the book when I finish. So say I complete all of this by October, I'll just add an extra sheet in wherever I am at that point in the book. So as you can see, not a huge amount of pages in 4 months, but I'm pretty pleased with how many I've done, and you'll see that on my favourite spread in a minute. So I've just got 4 columns, very, very messy. I'm so annoyed I didn't do ruled lines, but you know, can't be helped. I might change it around for this page. But we have the book down here, page description of the book, so I remember which page it is, when I started it and when I completed it. Some people don't do this, they just colour and don't really do dates, which I think is absolutely fine. I'm just one of those people who I want to remember when I do a page and whether it was for a specific time, and I also just like to keep track of when I'm completing pages, you know, if there's a particular time, stuff like that. So, you know, you don't have to do it. I mean, it does take a bit of extra time once you've completed a page to remember to then go and do all of this. Okay, so this is my favourite spread, and this is one of the rare ones that I've actually not put card down. I've kept the bullet journal paper, but it doesn't matter if it would have been through because I've got card on either side, so that's fine. But this is my favourite spread because it's a chart showing all of the pages. So what I used to do in a different book was draw out a grid of all the pages in a particular book. I did it for Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, for example, and then I would cross the pages off as I went, so you could visually see how many pictures I'd done in the book. This is kind of the same thing, but just as a general thing about all my books. So as you can see, I've done all the numbers up to 100. If you can see here, there's little dots, and that's what a bullet journal is. It has dots so that you can draw lines and stuff without a ruler. And I did draw all of these boxes without rulers, without a ruler, because it's so much easier. So you can see I'm at 26 currently, and that's about right because we're about a third of the way through the year, but I do need to pick it up a bit, but oh well. So what this basically is showing is all of these stripes are single-sided pages and the dots are double-sided. So you can see that I've kind of not done many double-sided. I've only done 2, or double spreads, whatever you want to call them. And then down here I have a key, and I have a feeling I'm going to have to put a few up here because I don't really have enough space. And for each book I've put a different colour. Some are slightly hard to differentiate. At Fairy Miracles and Fairy Celebrations, the pinks are quite similar. I can tell just about the difference because one's biro and one's pen, but next time I think I'd think a bit more about how I was going to do it, and also maybe not just do lines, maybe colour the whole thing in. But I do like how it's turning out, and it is a really nice tracker to see. You know, lots of people I found with bullet journals do track it, like mood trackers and stuff. This is kind of the same thing, but just colouring pages. Okay, so then we come to these spreads. So for each month, I have 2 pages per month, and that's how it's working. I'm trying to use as little space as possible so this lasts a long time. And what I've basically done is just kept it to 2 pages so that there's no faffing around. It's just simple. And then obviously I have the other 2 main pages of this spread and this spread, and that's basically what it consists of. So for each month, I obviously have the month at the top, and I used to do it with my typewriter, but it's playing up, so I can't really do it anymore. So then I write down all of my completed pages that I've done, whips to complete next month, and then I tick them off if I've done them. YouTube videos that I have done throughout that month. Again, you can see that this box is slightly neglected because I have definitely done more than 2 videos in January, but there you go. Then I have a subscriber count at the start of the month and the end of the month. So you know, it's kind of just really great for me to see if a particular video during that month has attracted more people, or whether it's just maybe more people finding my channel. But it's lovely to see how many of you are joining the community. And then books to colour in next month. So if there's a specific book that I know I've neglected and I really want to work in next month, I will write them down and then put a tick next to them if I've done them. And then here, this was all done with my typewriter until it started playing up, so I was quite proud of these spreads. So here we have the 2020 colour alongs that are all year. So for any of those of you who are wondering, I do the hashtags, but I don't have Instagram, so I can still access Instagram even though I don't have it. But I go on to Passionista Colorista, and she puts all of them up for the start of the month, which is great because then I can just write them all down here. So typically what I'll do is I will do the tag in blue, then in brackets I'll do who's doing the tag, and then I'll put any extra information about it that I need to know. And obviously the ones that I do, I tick. So I don't get around to all of them, it's impossible for me to do that. Sometimes what I try and do is put 1 page down for lots and lots of things. So if I can, I will try and do multiple tags within 1 page, just so that, you know, I can appreciate the tags, but also try and just do as many as possible. So this is January. Then we have February, and it is a recurring theme. I do the green and then the white. I don't know why I chose green, but I did. And then for the next year, I'll choose a different colour for the left hand side, just to switch it up a bit. So February, again, all my completed pages, sorry. You can see I gained quite a lot of subscribers in February. And again, same thing. So these are all the tags, and I managed to do quite a few in February, which was really great. So this is always what I'm referring to when I'm showing my completed pages now. I will try and always say the colour along that I completed, and now also the colouring checklist challenge. March. So again, same layout. And then we've got April currently. So you get a sneak peek at what I've completed. So April, I've done 4 pages, and I actually completed the first 3 all in one go yesterday. And then I did one today. So I'm managing to complete quite a few whips and stuff quite quickly. They're all going up on my community tab now, so if you do want to check them out, it's kind of a replacement for Instagram. So obviously none of that is filled in yet because I haven't got around to it. And then we had loads of colour alongs for April, and I have already ticked off a lot because I did try and do a lot for 1 page, or 1 page counted for lots of them. So, you know, that's what I do. You can see I've got my paperclip here because that's where we're up to. So all of these, I don't want to hurt your eyes, but you can see all of the dots there. And it also comes with a bookmark, which is nice. Now, Sammy from Colour and Chat with Sammy recently announced the colouring checklist challenge, and I started it in March, just because that's when she did it. Lots of people started it then, so I thought I will then. And so I printed it out to A5 size and stuck it all in here. So what I'm doing is highlighting off the ones that I do and putting the date next to it, and then I'll show you the other bit in a minute. So I am again counting one page for multiple things, just because I want to get as close to finishing the whole challenge as possible. So, you know, if that means doing loads and loads of challenges for one, then that's what I'll do. So there's 3 pages of challenges here, and you can see that I've completed a fair amount already, which is great, and it's going up to April 2021, so I've got plenty of time. So yeah, that's that. And I just did these one time when I was playing around with my typewriter. On Colouring Queen's website, she's done loads of quotes about colouring and art and stuff, and I just found them really inspirational, and I read through them every now and again. But they're just great. Love them. And it was really nice to just do some typing on my typewriter. So when I actually track these, I do it on these pages. So this was a new table that I just did today, and again, I'm not using any card for this because I want the bullet journal page to come through, and it's kind of ghosted through. It is annoying, but it doesn't bother me that much. So here for the checklist challenge, I put the date of the picture, which is good because it corresponds then to these pages, because you can see the date and then refer to what page it is. And then here I put the book and the page, and then the challenge is completed. So you can see for the Food Fun Fair one, the Fairy Celebrations one, I did loads of challenges, and yeah, it's great. And some of them I'll say, right, I'm going to do this challenge on this page, but sometimes I just do a page and then I look through the list and then think, oh, I have actually done that challenge. So some of them I don't realise first of all, and then I can just tick them off. So yeah, that's that so far. So I'm really excited about that, and yeah, it's great. So that's basically everything. You can see how many pages I've got left. I mean, I've got loads, and the reason those pages at the front are kind of falling apart is because I did take the pages out from the first 2 months. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I can't even, did I put any, oh, I stuck that down. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. As normal, all of my links are down below, and yeah, it's just a fun video to make. At some point I'm also going to be doing a video which I thought of, which was to do an embellishment video. So what gel pens and things like that I use to put details onto my pages. I especially use them a lot in Clara Markova's books. So if you would like me to do that, comment down below. I'd love to hear from you anyway, and I hope you're all doing well during this time. And you know, I just want to keep making content for you so that there's, you know, things to watch. And I know lots of people are still making videos because it's great now, because you know, we do have some extra time. Yeah, but that's basically everything. If I don't put this up before Easter, I hope you have a very happy Easter, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye everyone.